and the verse of stoning was included in what was sent down to him.
Is
Wait a
what?
minute, Lim. I know why that verse is not in the Quran. I know why.
Verses were eaten by a sheep. Muhammad's wife Aisha had the only copy, and a sheep ate it.
For those unaware, this is the hadith right here that talks about a verse that was revealed in the Quran about stoning and breastfeeding, which was supposedly eaten by a sheep. Although this hadith is considered Hasan in its chain of transmission and its isnad, it's still considered defective in metin, in text. Why, you might wonder? It's because we have well-accredited narrators of hadith like Yahya bin Sa'id and Malik bin Anas who narrated this hadith without mentioning anything about a sheep eating part of the Quran. And we know that from Muwatta of Imam Malik that this verse was quoted and was memorized by the companions, so it wouldn't matter if a piece of paper with this verse written down on it was eaten by a sheep.
Oh boy, I have to teach this Jahil and the rest of the Muslims another lesson again. Because some scholars didn't mention the goat eating Quran in their books, the metin or text becomes automatically defective? What a joke. That's what we call pure nonsense, BS and mental gymnastics from the bankrupt Dawah boys. Please share this video on social media because I am going to destroy their lies and prove that this hadith, which is not only mentioned in Sunan Ibn Majah about the goat eating Quran, is actually Sahih and not Hasan or Da'if as you see here on Sunnah.com. In other words, modern day shuyukh try to downgrade this important hadith to get rid of this disaster. A goat ate the Quran of Allah. Some of these embarrassed shuyukh like this late Albanian al-Muhaqqiq Shu'aib al-Arnaout said that the hadith is da'if. But his Albanian friend, the late Sheikh al-Albani, in his book Sahih Sunan Ibn Majah, volume 2, on page 148, graded it Hasan, and Al-Hafiz Zubair Ali Za'i, in his Tahqiq for Sunan Ibn Majah, volume 3, page 114, graded this same hadith as Hasan. As you see, they are all over the place and contradict one another.
It was me!
I mean, how can a mere goat eat the Quran of Allah, right? That should not be possible. That would be a huge contradiction. Allah failed his promise to protect the Quran. So these modern day Muslims try to corrupt the grading and throw the hadith under the bus. What a mess. But wait, I'm not done. I have to expose these liars and deceivers who claim to be scholars. Let us see what classical scholars said about the grading of this hadith. On Islam Web, we can find the following information. This hadith is mentioned not only by Ibn Majah, but also Ad-Daraqutni and Abu Ya'la, At-Tabarani and Ibn Qutaybah. And it says, and the origin of this hadith is in both as-Sahihain. If that's not enough, here comes the boom. And the early scholar Ibn Hazm, who lived in the 11th century, narrated this hadith in his book Al-Muhalla, volume 11, page 236. Ibn Hazm said, this hadith is Sahih. Did you catch it? He graded it as authentic. The hadith about the goat eating the verses of adult breastfeeding and stoning turns out to be Sahih according to Ibn Hazm and not Hasan or Da'if, unlike what the Muslim scholars of today said. I wanted to be 100% sure, so after a lot of digging, I found a very old copy of Al-Muhalla by Ibn Hazm, volume 11, page 235 to 236. We see the same hadith mentioned, and the grade is highly authentic. Sahih. Do you realize what I just did to any modern sheikh, any muhaqqiq, any scholar, any Muslim da'i who lies about the grade of this infamous hadith? They are throwing their classical scholars literally under the bus. This is the true face of Islam. Islam has always preyed on the ignorance of the Muslim people. So as you see, Muslim da'wah boys like this miskeen, this jahil, they only parrot and repeat the same lies over and over and over again, created by these modern day embarrassed shuyukh who will try anything to save Islam from dying. I think we have done enough damage for one day. Lord willing, we'll see all of you in a new video. And remember, without lies, Islam dies. Stay away from Islam.